Why does PowerUp box always look like it's been thrown down a flight of stairs? Hey kids, Glenn here, and it's back to subscription boxes, and today we're going to go over the PowerUp box for August. Now, we're going to talk about PowerUp box, but we also got the deluxe edition as well. So we got deluxe, or premium and deluxe editions of the, or is it deluxe and premium? I can never keep them straight. They both sound the same to me. But anyway, so we've got the small version, we've got the large version. We're going to go over the deluxe PowerUp box, and then we'll also talk about what is different about the premium. So let's check them out. Alright, here's the thing about PowerUp box before we get into the items. PowerUp box is one of those subscription boxes that I kind of go back and forth on, and I think the reason is because PowerUp box, as far as their items is always good. They always put quality items in there, items that I like, items that I enjoy. So it's always a good box. The problem is it's very generic, I guess. You know, their items don't really stand out like some of the other niche boxes that are out there now. PowerUp box is kind of your straight loot crate type box. Doesn't have a theme though, so it comes across as very, well, here's another PowerUp box. It's got good items, it's got items I like. I doubt I'll get rid of it, but it tends to have kind of a general box feel. And if that's what you want, if you want just a geek box, just a normal, you know, lots of variety, geek box, then PowerUp box is a great choice. So that being said, let's get into the items. Alright, whenever there's a pop figure, I like to start there, and this month PowerUp box has the common regular Bender from Futurama, and honestly, in kind of a weird twist, I actually don't have this pop, or didn't before I got it just now. I have 3 of the Golden Bender Summer Convention exclusives. So I've got 3 of the exclusive Benders, but this is the first common one I've gotten. So I was glad to get this one because now I'm building the set of commons. So can't go wrong with this one. I now have got everybody except for Fry, and he's going to be on my shopping list because he's the only one I don't have. I might actually complete a set, if you can believe that. So there's Bender. Alright, t-shirt time. This month's t-shirt is kind of a unique one, and in that the design, it's a Transformers and kind of a play on Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon album. Kind of cool, but I like the shirt itself. It's a snazzy kind of gray, almost tie-dye design. It looks very distressed. I like this shirt a lot. It's very thin. It's you know, about as thin as the 1UP box slash Super Geek box shirt, so it's very thin, but it's very soft, and it's got a really cool design. So I like this one a lot. They did a good job with their shirt this month. Which, you know, honestly, PowerUp box usually, when they have shirts, they're kind of common to me. They're usually okay, but this one really impressed me. And since we're on the subject of shirts, this is the shirt from the smaller premium or deluxe, whichever the smaller one is, version of the box. And this is a much more quote-unquote normal shirt, right? It's got the it's got Transformers on there, it's got the Autobot on there, but it's just a very regular gray shirt as opposed to the other one, which kind of had a fancy design to it. So there you go. 2 cool shirts. I like the other one better, but this is one of the ways that the smaller box differs. Okay, another item that was in both boxes is some mystery minis. So a blind box, and these are Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles mystery minis. These are from the 2014 Nickelodeon set. As far as I know, the first set to come out. And in this case, I got Foot Soldier and Casey Jones, I want to say. Never been that much into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, other than, you know, just like everybody else. But these are actually very cool figures. I like these. For mystery minis, they're solid, and they look really good. So these are some good figures to have. And they're the first ones I've gotten. So good job, PowerUp Boxing, getting me some new figures. Okay, I'm not sure what it is lately with stress balls. We've gotten 2 of the Dragon Ball Z stress balls in a couple of the other boxes. Well, in this box, in both the deluxe and the premium box, we got another stress ball. This one is Sonic. So it's the same stress ball in both boxes. So Sonic, as stress balls go, kind of cool. You know, I wouldn't give this to the dog because he'll just tear it up. But kind of a cool thing to have sitting on your desk if you like Sonic. So not a bad item as stress balls go. But this is in both boxes as well. Alright, an item that's just in the premium box, the bigger box, we've got a Top Cat patch. So kind of an old school animation iron-on patch, which is kind of cool. Most of the patches we get are sew-on. This one is actually an iron-on patch. I haven't seen one of these in quite a while. So this was kind of a cool thing from Hanna-Barbera. Not really expecting to get it, but that's a nice addition to the box. Okay, we've got 2 more items that are in both boxes. The first one is these Transformers, kind of dangly heads that are danglers for a backpack or whatever, and they also have candy inside. Now, the thing is, if you see how big this bag of candy is and how big this head is, it was almost impossible for me to get, it was impossible for me to get the candy out of this head without, number 1, breaking the little door that the candy was kept behind, and number 2, breaking the bag that the candy was in. So as candy goes, these almost look like Flintstones vitamins. They're just little hard candies. Nothing special. Tastes like Smarties. But in one box I got Optimus Prime. The other one I got Megatron. So 2 different ones, 2 different boxes, but basically the same item. And kind of weird that the candy was stuffed so far in there I couldn't even get it out. And lastly, in both boxes, we've got this cool little Simpsons shot glass. Got Homer on it saying woohoo. And just a little shot glass. Shot glasses are cool to get. Get them in a lot of boxes. They're nice little novelties. So that was in both boxes as well. So, the difference between the 2 boxes. The shirts were different. The shirt in the premium box I thought was a lot better than the deluxe box, or the bigger box was a lot better than the smaller box. We got a pop figure in the bigger box. But other than that, that was pretty much it. We get the patch was in the bigger box as well. But other than that, the boxes were the same. A lot of similar items. I think last month the items weren't very different at all. They were very almost identical. And it's pretty close here too. But that's it for PowerUp Box. Again, a good box, very good box, lots of really good items, but it's hard for me to get excited about these boxes if they don't separate themselves from the other boxes. You know, if I didn't know this was PowerUp Box, I would guess any random box. This could have been Geek Fuel, it could have been a Loot Crate, it could have been anything. Not to say that that's bad, but you know, to really win over people to your 1 or 2 boxes that they're going to buy, you really have to kind of separate yourselves. And I think PowerUp Box needs to do something like either have themes or really have a consistent item that is theirs. You know, they could do prints like the Comic-Con box. Not to do prints, but something like that. Comic-Con box always has the prints. You know, Loot Crate has their own fandom, so that's an easy one for them. But PowerUp Box needs to separate themselves a little bit. Again, this box, I'm giving this box an A- because the items are great. I like them all. The minis were great. Great to get a pop figure I don't have. The shirt was awesome. Even the small items were cool. So definitely A- box. Great items and good value. Just I'd like to see them try to figure out something so they can be a little bit different. Well, that's it for PowerUp Box. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. As always, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not there already. Comment, like. I love hearing from you guys. I like the interaction that I get when I do these reviews. And we've only got 1 or 2 more boxes coming, so we're going to hit up the big giveaways here pretty soon as well, along with some pop reviews and maybe a pop hunt or something else going along those lines. Make sure if you're not following us on Twitter, you do that, because I'm going to have some Periscope sessions coming up, you know, some Q&As or talking while I'm editing some of these videos, just to kind of have a little bit of live interaction with everybody. So those will be fun. So definitely get on Twitter, follow us on there, and you'll know when we're getting on Periscope as well. That's about it for now. Until next time, we will see you later. Adios.